Okay, welcome to the channel. Today, in this video, I'm just gonna give you a tour and kind of talk about some of the equipment that I use in my home studio. From the mats to the Wave Masters to Bob, all that stuff. You guys can probably find everything on Amazon, but if you want to get the good quality, high grade stuff, you're gonna have to actually go to the actual sites and buy them from there. But if you want to make do, you can find all this stuff probably on Amazon for your training at home. So before we get into that, let me tell you kind of why I have this set up at my house. This was in my old studio years ago. I have since moved on from that studio. It was in Utah. I moved away from Utah. But this is just some of the equipment that I used there. The boards, board breaker back behind me, my two Wave Masters, Bob. Had a couple different other pieces of equipment, but I sold those off to students that kind of wanted them for their home use when I moved. But I don't have a huge studio right now. This is what I teach out of. I just teach private lessons pretty much right now. I'm kind of weighing my options out here. I moved to my hometown. It is a very small town, and having a martial arts studio in this small town, it just doesn't seem to be. I mean, I could teach for free, and I'd probably get a bunch of students, but nobody can really do that these days, and be efficient with it and everything. So I'm weighing my options, and I have to drive probably about an hour and a half to a bigger city just to get into some new student population, and so I'm weighing my options out if I want to make that drive, if I don't, if this is just cool. I mean, I got a few students, so I'm pretty happy right now, so I'm probably just going to stick with it. But this is my studio that I train out of, so let me just give you guys a tour of this, and let's start off right now with the mats. So these are from Zebra Mats. They are the inch mats, I believe. They're not the jiu-jitsu mats. They're the one grade under that for like Taekwondo and probably Tung Sudo, karate, all those styles. They pretty much just have the inch mats, I believe. If not, then I'll put the correction up on the screen here. So these are Zebra mats, and you can still find these. And these were very expensive mats. They're a little bit too expensive, but I did it because I wanted the best for my students. I didn't want any kind of this is what I trained on a lot when I was coming up through the ranks, and I was like, this is just what I got to do to have a top quality school when I teach top quality techniques and my style. So I wanted the best. And then the Wave Masters, they are 2XL, so they are the large ones. You fill them up with sand or water in the base. I have it with sand because water, I don't want it to leak, get moldy. So sand, fill them up with sand. I think I got about 80 pounds in both, and that does efficiently pretty good. Any big solid brute guy will be okay with that, having about 80 pounds in the base there. And then let's move on with Bob. Now, if you see Bob's hanging out over here because I have my board break machine up on his stand. Now, with Bob, he's from Century 2, and he's still very popular, so you can still get him pretty much anywhere. But the board break machine, I can't find that anywhere on the internet anymore. I found it, I think, around 2007, 2008. I can't find that anywhere anymore, because I was trying to find an attachment that I didn't have. But if you see that black duct tape around it, I had to make my own kind of contraption there, so it'll actually fit on the Bob base. So Bob's base fits that, and I think that's what they were going for when I found that, or when they built that machine. I think it was for any kind of rotating sizes base. I think you could fit that on anything. So that's really what I got here with Martial Arts Studios. It's more about just the space. So there's not a whole lot of office, walls and stuff like that. So it's just a pretty much open room. And this room, I believe, is, I think we measured this out at, I think 12 feet across by 25, I believe, down. Not a huge studio, but we can do some sparring in here, and I haven't had a problem with, I could do a full form, break boards, sword form, spar, everything. So this is a pretty good size here. Now with the flags, of course, my style is a Taekwondo style, but I'm going to get into that here in a second. South Korea, I got the flags, the two flags, American flag and the Korea flag, on Amazon with a package. You can find these right now on Amazon if you want that, if your style is Taekwondo. And then the middle flag is my style that I'm currently a part of, GTMA, which is Global Traditional Martial Arts. Now, they don't say, now why they say martial arts and not Taekwondo is we're not 100% Taekwondo, but we got some other stuff mixed in there. I know we do some, we get certified in jiu-jitsu under the Machado line, Carlos Machado line. He's agreed for this GTMA that we can get a license through him to teach his style in the studio. And I believe that this style is more along the lines of Tung Sudo. We don't have any affiliation with any type of ITF, Integrated Taekwondo Association or Federation, whatever it is, and the WT, World Taekwondo. We don't, our sparring is not even close to what they do. Our forms don't even match up at all. We spar like Tung Sudo, and our classes are more wrapped around Tung Sudo than Taekwondo. So I kind of have is it Taekwondo or is it Tung Sudo? I'm leaning more towards Tung Sudo than Taekwondo, but we're right in the middle, and it's GTMA. And if you guys haven't heard of us before, check us out. Just go ahead and type in GTMA, karate, Taekwondo, whatever you want, and you should find it. And it's a really it's growing pretty good. We branched off from my old style, which was ATA, American Taekwondo Association. I've branched off from them, and now I'm doing GTMA, and I really enjoy GTMA a lot. They're very similar because we've a lot of us branched off from ATA, built this one. Both styles, I can't complain about any of them. They are both amazing, and if you want, go ahead and check those out. ATA, American Taekwondo Association, and then GTMA, Global Traditional Martial Arts. Other than that, if you guys like it, go ahead and subscribe. And yeah, till next time, train hard, train smart. See you then.